Hello everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. Today, we bring you episode 5 of season number 2. I hope you're all having a great day. We are going to be playing against Manchester United today, Liverpool, and Besiktas as well. We've got 3 sim games coming too. The main reason for that is because our first game against Besiktas is at home, so I'll be simming that. Then we'll take on Manchester United at home again, followed by Manchester City, which, as I mentioned in the previous episode, I'm not interested in the Carabao Cup this year, so I'll be simming that too. Sheffield United away, and then we move into November, where Besiktas away, followed by Liverpool as well. So, some really tough games coming today. Quite a few sims in there as well. It was fantastic last time out. We went to Italy, and we beat Napoli 4-0, but then followed that with a 2-1 defeat to Wolves. So, yeah, pretty strange with how that went. But the Champions League so far has gone phenomenally for us. 2 4-0 wins back-to-back, Monaco and Napoli. And I don't really know what to attribute that down to. I guess we've started off the Champions League group stage running, and maybe some of the teams around us haven't. So we'll see how it progresses forward, because until we really get into the knockout stages, I don't really know how that's going to go. So we'll just focus on trying to get out of the group before we decide on what comes next. But, like I mentioned, we will be simming the game against Besiktas. So before I do that, I need to have a quick little change around of my side, and I'll be back in a second once I've done it. And as you can see, the team is there. We are about to enter the sim. It's a 2-1 victory. Goals from Fraser and Joe Gomez is enough for the 3 points here. But there's an injury to Ake and Cavani. Both of those guys forced off with injuries. Ake's looking a little bit more serious there. Monaco beaten by Napoli by 4-2. So Napoli have managed to win their game. And as it stands, we're topping the group with 9 points. The question is, how long is Ake going to be out for? As Wilson's telling me he needs to be selected more. I agree, but the problem is, I've got the team selection headache, as I said last episode. I'm counting on you in decisive moments. His morale is not in a good place right now. It could well be. Oh, Cavani's out for 2 months. And Ake's out for 2 months. Oh, that's not how I wanted to start today off. Man, that's not good. All right, well, Cavani potentially has just played his final game for the club, because as I've checked the comments, you lovely people have said that out of all the players, the strikers that we've got, Cavani is the one to move on. So he will be probably going at this stage now. 33. It's a huge, huge injury for a player at the age of 33. Wow. So without him for 2 months, we're also without Nathan Ake for 2 months due to his injury. So the likes of Steve Cook and Kulu's going to have to come into the team and do a good job. So Joe Gomez will play alongside one of those 2 guys. Man, Lloyd Kelly can also play centre-back as well, so I'm glad we kept hold of Lloyd Kelly. But a huge injury to start the episode off today. Not as we'd have planned. But let's move ourselves then into the first actual game of the day that we play. Manchester United at home. The league winners last time in the Premier League last season. But this year, have started off the season a little bit poorly. You can see they're down in 8th place. 5 wins from their opening 9 games on 16 points. They sit 6 points behind us at the moment, with City leading the way on 25 points. But Man United will still be a very good team, and one that we will have to play our best to get a result against. Benitez starts in goal. Chilwell, Gomez, Nkulu and Bellerin is the back 4. Phillips comes into midfield to partner Fernandinho. Thiago Almada starting on the wing today, with Maddison and Fraser alongside him, and Joshua King leading the line. Callum Wilson has to deal with a place on the bench for now, but that's only down to the fact that his morale is super low. So his performances could be affected. So if I want to use him, I'll bring him off the bench. There's also place on the bench for one Zortea, the young man who joined us for free from the free agents. So every possibility that he might get some action here against Manchester United. Of course, we'll check out their team when we are into this one. It's going to be a tough game, but hopefully it'll be a game that we come away with 3 points from. De Gea starts in goal, of course. Rojo, Borthwick, Jackson, Acerbi and Dalot at the back. Fred and Lucas Leiva in the midfield. Mata, Goetze and Daniel James, with Tony Martial leading the line. Of course, Martial definitely the player to watch for Manchester United, but I'm quite surprised with a few of their inclusions into their team. But maybe they've lost a few good players, of course. They don't have Rashford anymore. He left in Season 1. So, yeah, but we're underway here, and let's see what we can do. I've changed some sliders as well. On the AI side, we've turned their pass error down to 40, and their first touch control error down to 40 as well. Ours, of course, remains completely unchanged. You might have seen me do this in the My Player series if you watch that. That also applies to this series as well, so hopefully, when we play against teams, they should be able to put together some nice passing moves. But here goes Hector Bellerin down the right-hand side, trying to send in the cross. Almada gets the head on it. And he wasn't too far away, but to beat David De Gea, it's going to have to be a lot better than that. I mean, he wasn't even really looking at goal there, Thiago Almada. But we'll see how that, slider change affects Man United and whatnot. If I need to, I might have a quick play around with some other slider settings. But for the moment, I don't want to go too over the top. We are, of course, still on ultimate difficulty as well. So it's about trial and error, seeing what works, what doesn't. Because I do appreciate that, again, ultimate difficulty at times feels way too easy. And then at other times, it's just, like, stupidly hard. So it's never, like, consistently good. It's either really, really easy or really hard. Here is Mata, finds the run of Martial. Martial inside the penalty area, and Kulu trying to keep him company. Nothing silly. Martial gets it off towards Mata. And it's the opening goal of the game. And it's gone the way of Manchester United. I'm not sure how it's gone in, though, because it didn't look cleanly hit at all by Juan Mata. I'm thinking maybe we got a block on it. I don't actually know. But I'll say this right now. I'm disappointed that we have been beaten by that shot. Benitez has to do better at his near post. It didn't have a lot of power behind it at all. And Juan Mata has scored the opening goal of the game, but it could have so easily been prevented defensively and from the goalkeeper. Fraser through for King. This one is definitely offside as Josh King will score. But as I said, there is the offside flag. I knew as soon as I played the pass with Ryan Fraser that King had strayed into an offside position. So, we've had the ball in the back of the net. That's the positive. We just need to do it by staying onside as we win another header. Fernandinho's flick on towards Maddison. Maddison had run away, but he wins it back really well there, James Maddison. Now Ryan Fraser to be able to run at Manchester United. Acerbi just sits down and sticks out a leg and wins it off him, though. Unless Ryan Fraser can use this pace to get us one chance before the half-time whistle. Fraser! Off the post. Maddison, it won't fall for him. Phillips, maybe it will, but he's blocked with his shots. Half-time here at the Vitality Stadium, and Fraser has rattled the post. Back out then for the second half. A strong finish to the first half for us, hitting the post with Ryan Fraser. But we need to try and find a way back into this match, and Fernandinho has possession. Finds it out wide towards Thiago Almada, who's been fairly quiet so far. King, looking to maybe turn, has got the run of Maddison, uses Bellerin instead, sorry. He will feed Fraser. Fraser lifts it in. Maddison going to attack it, and De Gea will send it on its way. We're looking a little bit dangerous at the start of this second half then. Here is Maddison, finds the run of Thiago Almada. Good control by Almada. Maddison's gone through. James Maddison's in. Maddison! And he's at the post. King's there, though. And the tap-in is completed by Joshua King. And thankfully, the offside flag stays down. I had a little worry there that when I saw it come back off the post towards King, that we were going to see the lino raise his flag. But no, he stays down. Maddison should have finished it off here, but luckily for us, fortune is there, and it falls straight back to King, who controls it and taps it home. Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 1. We struck the woodwork in the first half late on with with Fraser. So we've kind of deserved that equaliser. Since Man United have gone in front, they've not really done too much to try and add to the lead. A couple of changes for us as well. Wilson is on for Fraser, and King has moved out to the right-hand side, and we've also got Ødegaard on for Maddison. So we'll see if those changes can help us find another goal in the game. Phillips in towards Ødegaard. Ødegaard sees the run of Fernandinho. Fernandinho then looking for the next pass, and he sees Thiago Almada. Almada now, great little turn inside. Still got it here, Thiago Almada. Almada with a shot deflected. De Gea saves it, and it's offside. It hit Callum Wilson on the way through. 15 minutes left of this game. I need to think about another change, and it's looking like it's probably going to be either Fernandinho or Thiago Almada. See, Fernandinho's a little bit worse for fitness right now, but I want to try and win the game because I feel like we deserve to. Do I bring on Zortea? Do we chuck him on? Let's do it. Let's bring on Zortea. Let's move Wilson into the cam role, and we'll put Ødegaard on the right-hand side and move King over like that. Right, I'm going for it. I want the win. I'm not interested in trying to hold on to this draw. I've brought on Zortea for his first ever appearance in a Bournemouth shirt. Almada's coming off. It's like two youngsters who have a bright future at this club. And they've made way for one another. Well, Almada's made way for Zortea. What a name Zortea is, by the way. We'll see what he can do, though. 15 minutes to try and find a goal that could write him down as a hero. Here is Ødegaard for Bournemouth. Zortea's the easy pass. Quick 1-2 with Zortea. Ødegaard back towards Gomez. Into the feet of Zortea. What a moment it could have been. A lovely move. And I don't know what on earth Joe Gomez was doing up there. But he laid the ball off to the Italian. And Zortea hits it straight at David De Gea. You love a little bit of rhyming. Not when David De Gea is making a save, though. Now one Mata for Manchester United. 5 minutes left of this game. Mata, great win by Ben Chilwell with the tackle. However, Manchester United still have possession with a throw-in. It's looking like this could be a very tense ending to this game. Zortea with a great chance. De Gea prevents that goal. And now Manchester United on the attack. I don't want to concede another chance here, though. Chilwell up towards the feet of Zortea. Off towards Callum Wilson. We need a run to come in, as you can see. It's all a bit static at the moment. King gets it off Wilson. Joshua King now then. Back heel towards the feet of Callum Wilson, who turns and he just can't keep hold of it. We're looking like we've run out of steam a little bit here. We've only a minute left, and that is going to be it then. Bournemouth have pushed for the winner. We're not going to find it. It's honours even here at the Vitality Stadium for game number 1. Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 1. Outside of them going in front, we were by miles the better team. And frustrated to have only picked up a point there. Feel like we deserved the 3 points. Great chance for Zortea. Unfortunately didn't take it. But we know that he's still a young kid who's got a lot to grow. A lot of potential as the ball's floating there. So we won't be too hard on him. But yeah, 2 points dropped for me that. Manchester City up next for us in the Carabao Cup round 4. And as I mentioned, as I'm not interested in the Carabao Cup this year, I will be simming the game. We've got a good team. Whether or not it's good enough to win it, we'll find out right here. As the result is not quite what I thought it was going to be. But then again, look at the team that Manchester City played. It's their full strength 11. I mean, we got a goal through Callum Wilson. He scored first in the game after only a minute. And then City got 4 without reply as they won 4-1. So, well then, that's a bit eye-opening, isn't it? Yeah, don't really know what to say about that. But we move on anyways into Sheffield United up next. And I think I'll be simming this one too. We are away though. That's kind of making me think, do I want to risk it? As we get an international management offer. I've had quite a few of those from various countries. But at the moment, I'm not interested in international management for the moment, for the time being. So I have decided to go ahead and sim the game. And it's the same team barring 2 changes that just played against Man City. Fernandinho and Phillips coming in, and it's a 3-0 win. 2 goals by Ryan Fraser and Fernandinho also on the score sheet. Tavernier missing a penalty for Sheffield United. So yeah, very good result in the end. Man City winning 3-0 as well elsewhere. Means that they will stay top of the Premier League table for this time being. For next though, it's going to be Besiktas in the Champions League away from home. And I will be playing this, so I'll see you in a second for it. A great heated encounter last time you met Besiktas. What are your expectations for the match? I am only interested in winning. So long as Bournemouth win again, I will be happy. Mr. Wood, I like that. How aggressive do you reckon Besiktas are going to be? It's natural to be confident. Keep your head in the game. They can try to be aggressive. Let's just say they can try. But that won't work against my team. Given our recent win, they might resort to a physical approach. But my team will handle that no problem. Didn't even play the game, but clearly by the sounds of it, it wasn't a very nice affair. There's been some top performances recently. Can your team keep this up? We can do even better. We've got to push on and be the best that we can be. So that's going to be what we try and do here. Besiktas in the Champions League. Here is the Besiktas starting 11. If you recognise any of the players right there. Is that Burak Yilmaz up front for them? Used to be a beast back in the day on FIFA. For us though, here is our starting 11. Almada and King start as the front 2. Fraser and Ødegaard on the wings. We've got Cook and Phillips back in midfield as a Season 1 midfield. Steve Cook as well is back into the team as he captains the side tonight. So yeah, welcome back to Steve Cook. We're on our way here. We have a chance to maybe get through to the knockout rounds with this game. So Want a performance from the guys. Ryan Fraser looking for Phillips' feet. He's got it. Here is Ødegaard looking to now send it to King. King off to Fraser. Lovely move. Ryan Fraser to finish. Defender stopped it. Otherwise, that was a certain goal. It was a good block in the end. I was just trying to get it on Fraser's right foot to sort of just finesse it into the back of the net. We did that. The keeper didn't get near it, but luckily for Besiktas, their defender did. Otherwise, we would have been leading here. Ryan Fraser sees Martin Ødegaard. Ødegaard sees Thiago Almada. Lovely move, and on the counter then, Bournemouth are in with a real opportunity that Almada can only strike straight at the goalkeeper. We are looking very, very good here in this one so far. 2 chances in a matter of 17 minutes. And it's looking like only a matter of time before we will find the breakthrough. Fraser's cornering towards the box. Headed out. And Lewis Cook keeps possession there. Finding Jack Stacey. Stacey off to Ødegaard. Ødegaard with a little drag back as he looks to now try and find a shooting opportunity, which doesn't look like it's come his way. So instead we'll send it off towards Ben Chilwell. Chilwell now driving into the penalty area of Besiktas. Ball back. Why have we let it run? Stacey has it. Phillips with it. Calvin Phillips! Oh, what a strike by Calvin Phillips in the Champions League. I'm not sure he would have expected to be playing Champions League games when he joined here at Bournemouth so early on, but this is quality. First time, and he just smashes it into the bottom corner, keeps it down. That is not an easy shot at all. Credit Joshua King there as well for moving out of the way of it, but what a goal from Calvin Phillips. Sensational stuff from the midfielder. Phillips in towards the feet of King. Lovely move here from Bournemouth. We've not got long until half-time. King towards Almada. Great touch! And Ersin will keep it out. What a save. I thought that was 2-0. Nice move by Bournemouth. That touch there to just kind of get it out of his feet from Almada. But then he kind of rushed the shot a little bit because there was one of the defenders coming over to try and tackle him. A minute until half-time then. Fraser with the corner. Sends it in. Phillips already scored one tonight. And he wins that header. And it's going wide anyway, so I'm not going to call it as cleared off the line because it wasn't really on target. But we've kept hold of possession here as Ben Chilwell towards the feet of Almada. Lovely little turn by Thiago Almada, and he looks to continue. And this time he's defended. But at half-time here, it's Besiktas 0, Bournemouth 1. And as it stands, we are heading through to the knockout rounds because it would require Monaco beating Napoli. And even then, they both can't get through, I don't think. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if we win here tonight, we're into the knockout rounds. Lovely Bournemouth move. Ødegaard through to King. Joshua King with the half an hour left on the clock to seal the deal. Has done it for Bournemouth. Caught on the counter. Besiktas ventured forward in search of an equaliser. They lost possession to Ben Chilwell, who is having an excellent night here in the Champions League. What a performance he is putting in. We countered so quickly, and King hits Besiktas for number 2. Lelech with a little bit of space, looking to place one. Oh, Benitez. Did he have it covered? Because I was not worried, and then all of a sudden, I just saw the ball dip, and Benitez kind of wasn't really sure, was he? He seemed like he was going to let it go, and then last second decided, hang on, that might be in. Full time here, Besiktas 0, Bournemouth 2. It was another good Champions League performance. Not as convincing as the other two, but there weren't really times where we had to worry too much about defending. Ben Chilwell, excellent tonight. Really, really good. There's quite a few of them out there, actually, that were different class tonight. Gomez didn't lose any of the battles that he had to face at centre-back. I thought King was sensational as always. Almada, before he went off, was making things happen. So, yeah, a lot of positives to take from the game. And I think that means we're through to the knockout rounds of the Champions League. Napoli 1, Monaco 0, the final score over in Italy, which means we are in fact through to the knockout rounds. There is still a possibility for Napoli, though, to get the top seed. So it's now fighting it out to see who does get the top seed from the group. Maddison, despite the win today, he didn't hit the form expected of him, but he only played, what, half an hour was it? So ups and downs, he can bounce back, nothing is for granted, ups and downs. Like I said, the team managed to get the job done, and he only played half an hour anyway, Maddison, so you can't really call him out for anything when he's only playing half an hour. But you won again. Do you think the Besiktas played well? No, they didn't. They had, I think, one shot in the game. Defensively, we were solid. When compared to Besiktas, Bournemouth is considered the far stronger side. With 2 goals, it's clear why. Was a win ever in doubt? Never. Never in doubt. As always, we expect to win games. That's the mentality that we've instilled into this team. And that's what we look to do moving forward. Now, Liverpool in the Premier League, we're 3 points behind Manchester City. This is quite important, this game. So, here we are for the final game of the day. Benitez starts in goal. Bellerin and Kulu, Gomez and Chilwell at the back. Gomez against his former club. Phillips and Fernandinho in the midfield. Brooks, Maddison, Fraser with Wilson leading the line. The question is, though, what are we going to see from Liverpool? Alisson is their number 1, as I expected. Vesialko, Schürrle, Van Dijk and Robertson at the back. Incredible back four, that. Wijnaldum, Fabinho and Allen in the midfield with Salah, Firmino and Mane. Could you expect any less? Werner can't even get in the team, and he's been there now, last year and this year, and he still struggles to get in the team. Hector Bellerin trying to use that pace to his advantage. Great little turn, finds Callum Wilson. Wilson pulls it back towards Maddison, and it's blocked by Schürrle, I think it was in the end. I mean, N'Kulu has won the ball off Mane there, but he's tackled him the same way. Here is Wijnaldum back in. I was going to say, if that doesn't end up in a goal, that's ridiculous. But I scratch my head as to what N'Kulu just did. Because watch that back. I don't know how he's thinking that goes. Great save, Benitez. But we shouldn't be 1-0 down because N'Kulu basically tackles Mane and puts it straight back into his path. I'm so confused. Anyway, first shot of the game has gone Liverpool's way. They've scored it. Really. Of course, we had that blocked effort from Maddison. But, yeah, I'm still scratching my head. I don't know how N'Kulu makes the tackle. But when he does, he puts it straight back into the path of Mane. Here is Phillips towards Maddison. James Maddison in the penalty area, driving it across towards Wilson! Bournemouth 1, Liverpool 1. Callum Wilson slots home. Very good pick out from James Maddison. Got himself into the penalty area, drove it across, and there was Wilson. Oh, Ben Chilwell there does not get any connection on the pass. And now here is Salah turning away, and Salah's shot is saved by Benitez. Bellerin does enough to take it off of Mane. Wilson towards the feet of Almada. Almada spins and finds Ryan Fraser. Fraser, great little touch. Vesialko delayed it. I don't know what Vesialko just did there. Ryan Fraser's hit the inside of the post. That was really strange by Vesialko. Fraser gets it back off of Ben Chilwell. Chance still here for Bournemouth. Almada takes a touch. There's contact with Allen, but not enough for him to go down for a penalty kick. Breakaway, it's end-to-end stuff here, honestly. Almada's ball for Callum Wilson. Wilson's got the pace to get past Van Dijk. Callum Wilson! Alisson pulls off the save. Incredible goalkeeping. One or two of the Liverpool players beginning to show signs of tiredness here. A couple of their defenders as well. Not quite able to keep pace with Callum Wilson, but here's Allen with a lovely turn of pace. And Kulu! It's a second mistake from the centre-back, and Liverpool profit. Man. We're missing Ake. We are missing Ake. And Kulu, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, it's horrific. And it's smashed home by Sadio Mane. Liverpool 2, Bournemouth 1. We don't deserve to be behind, I don't feel. But we are. And N'Kulu's made a second mistake in the game. I think it's safe to say that Steve Cook will be coming back into the side next time out. We made 2 changes as well. Joshua King and Zorte are both on. Some fresh legs with a bit of pace to hopefully run at the tired backline of Liverpool. But it doesn't really matter at this point in time now, because we are now behind and we have to find a way back into the match. Vandenberg is on for Liverpool as well to sort of give them some fresh legs at the back. But yeah, they look very tired up until that point, Liverpool. But I think that goal now will give them a little bit of momentum to sort of see this game out. I mean, it's our own mistake again that's cost us. Here is Wilson trying to drive at Liverpool. Finds Zortea. Zortea's got the run of Wilson again. Now Chilwell overlapping. There's nobody in the box though to aim at. So we have to kind of go back here with Ben Chilwell. Absolutely no one in that box. Phillips in possession. Zortea back heels towards King. Lovely move. Joshua King! And Alisson's there again. You have to be kidding. Why is he so good? 1 minute left here at the Vitality Stadium, and that is going to be it. No, the pass by Fernandinho is cut out. Liverpool 2, Bournemouth 1. We are the makers of our own problems here, and we are going to lose at the Vitality Stadium. That is now 1 point picked up in the Premier League today from the 2 games that we played. 4 if you include the Sheffield United game, which we simmed. I knew they'd be tricky games coming into it. It was 2 points dropped against Manchester United because we should have won that game. We were the better team, but here on this one, it was such a close game. All that separated us was 2 mistakes at the back from Nkulu. Without those, we might have scrapped a 1-0 win from this one. 8 shots, 4 on target. 4 shots, 4 on target for Liverpool. You can see, as I said, it was a very close game. Both teams managing 4 shots on goal on target. Liverpool coming out on top. Our interview, I wonder what this is going to be. Because at the moment, it's not exactly as we expected for the Premier League. And I think that means that we will probably be 5-6 points behind Man City if they've won. So we're slowly falling off the pace. Joe Gomez is continuing his hot run of form. I mean, he was good. It was just his defensive partner in Nkulu who made the mistakes today. I'm going to say must keep momentum against his former club. How would you evaluate your loss against Liverpool? Boys did their best. Mistakes were made. They were better. Mistakes were made. There were too many mistakes today. They cost us. A difficult game. The players seem to be lacking in confidence. I don't think it was that. Let's say low confidence, but our heads did drop a little bit, especially after that second goal. We just, 15 minutes to play, just didn't have enough. I wanted to get Zaltea on. I wanted to get King on purely for the pace to just run at the tiring backline of Liverpool. It didn't end up paying off. Alisson made 3 really good saves. But as we end off the episode then, Manchester City with a game in hand, and we sit 5th. City win that, they will be 6 points clear. So yeah, very, very close in this Premier League table at the moment. Not sure how it's going to go. We've got a player chat from Madison. I'm going to say keep it up. And Callum Wilson as well. Don't let it go to your head. Get some morale going with those 2 guys to hopefully enhance their performances next time. In fact, let's skip the days, a couple of days, to see just how it finishes with Manchester City. Have they won? Well, they have. So, this is the updated league table then. City top, 32 points. We are on 26. We've got a lot of work to do. And at the moment, we're going to have to put a shift in. For the Champions League, I believe, as I said earlier, we are out of the group now. But it's fighting for that top seed from the group. 12 points, Napoli on 9. Yes, we are mathematically out of the group. So, we will face Napoli in the final group stage game. We might already have top seed wrapped up depending on how the game goes against Monaco next time. So that's good to see. But yeah, disappointing way to end off the episode. We'll try our hardest to bounce back next time out. We'll have a quick look as well at how things are going in the growth side of things. Because there's been a couple of changes. Of course, Sorte is in training, as is Almada. O'Donnell up by 8. Still working on getting him to a stage where he can be our starting 11 goalkeeper. The one thing that I'm kind of a little bit frustrated about is the loan spells that I've given to my youth academy prospects. Because if we take a quick look at their appearances, they're not playing. And I don't know why. It's always been a thing that people have asked for in career modes. Is there a way to sort of give your younger players game time? I've tried loaning them out and you can see they're not really making appearances wherever they've gone. So I might have to rethink our loaning out strategy. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Massive thank you for watching this episode. If you have enjoyed it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always as well, a huge thank you for all of the support on the channel as well. Until next time, if you are new around here and like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Have a great day. I'll see you all again for a second video today. The My Player Career Mode out later on tonight. Until then, adios.